some point companies are going to want to measure, right? They're going to want to know, hey, how do we know we're being successful? How does Walmart measure and monitor success with diversity, inclusion, equity, and belonging efforts?
Yeah, so so I'm a data guy. So that's actually where I started, right? At one point, the data scientists who were responsible for people data was actually part of my group when I first took the job. And to be honest with you, I spent a lot more time with them than on the D&I stuff because I was more comfortable with them because I knew the language that they spoke. So we have all the typical measurements, and we can tell you by gender, by ethnicity, by age, how many people are in every job level from executive vice president all the way to hourly. We have all that data. We can tell you movement, how often people are getting promoted. We can tell you turnover data. We can tell you how long people are staying in job. We've got all of that kind of analysis, and that's really important to track. The other thing we can tell you is we can tell you by ethnicity and gender from our associate engagement survey, what is the sentiment of people by gender and ethnicity. So we can we have an inclusion index that's part of our associate engagement survey. We have a culture index. We have a net promoter score, and we have an engagement index. So that's how we measure sentiment. And obviously, all this data isn't shared everywhere, but the leaders of the organization and my team and the people team, the HR team, have access, and we can identify where the hotspots in the organization. Do African-American women feel different about the culture than white women do? Do Asian men feel different about inclusion than Hispanic men? So we can actually map that data and find the hotspots and then look for opportunities to put programs in place to address where we see hotspots. The data is really important, and not just the measurement data, but the sentiment data. How do people feel is very, very important.